Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is Thursday, September 19th, and I'm here to join you today with my card number 4 using this amazing More Than Autumn bundle. I love my coffee. You guys see me join you every morning with my coffee. It is my thing in the morning. It's the first thing I go for. Anybody else with me? I'll wait for you guys to be able to find me here on Facebook. Sometimes it's hard. I hear from some people that Facebook doesn't notify them with your notifications. So I hope that you're able to find me. I'm just gonna give it a few minutes here a few seconds for some people to pop in. Hello, Mary from Nova Scotia. Hello, Michelle from South Carolina. Thank you for being here. Mary, where do you live in Nova Scotia? I'm just curious. I love that province. Such a beautiful place. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Carol from PEI. Cindy is joining us from Indiana. Thank you for being here. Joanne says, oh yeah, I need my coffee to get going. Yep, me too. But then I'm good, right? Just drink my coffee in the morning. Pictou County. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area. Love it. Hello, Betty. Hello. Let's see who's with us. Hello, Marie from cloudy but hot Montreal. You guys are getting some heat out there. Wow. Hello, Donna from Washington. Hi, Sue from Virginia. Hello, Nancy from Prince George, BC. Good to see you with me. Hi, Kim. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? I hope you're feeling good. Hello, Audrey from Nova Scotia. Wow, we've got lots of Nova Scotians with us today. Hello, Anne-Louise. Hi, Mary Ellen. Hello, Annika from the Netherlands. Thank you for being with us. I know it's close to your dinner time. Thank you for taking the time. I love this bundle. I can't say enough about it. It is $1 million sales achiever, Joe Golden. She designed this one. Hi, Joyce from Calgary. Excuse me. She designed this stamp set because when you hit $1 million in career sales, you get to design your own stamp set. And Joe knocked it out of the park with this one. I've been playing with it all week, and the more I play with it, the more I want to do with it. I can't put it down. You can make, I've been making cards all week with it, but you can make scrapbook pages, treat containers, so many fun things. And today I'm inspired by a card, and I'll share that one with you at the end of the video, but I thought I'd take my spin on this card. I changed it up a little bit, and let's get started. All right, so let's put my coffee off to the side so we don't spill it here. And let's flip the camera and get started. Joanne says, going on vacation next week to St. John, New Brunswick, and Halifax. Oh, you're in for a treat. It is so beautiful back there in Nova Scotia in the fall. Oh, the leaves are changing. The temperature will be perfect. It's going to be amazing. I'm jealous. And I just came back from there, and I'm jealous that you're going. No, but seriously, have a fantastic time. You're going to love it. Hello, Betty. Marie says, looking forward to play with that set. Ordered yesterday. Yes. Speaking of yesterday, oh my gosh, you guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of you who have placed orders and used me as your demonstrator, chose me as your demonstrator. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys rocked it with the free shipping. I can see the Stampin' Up! Warehouse now. I'm sure there are things just flying off the shelf as they pick those boxes and get them sent off to you. So that was a really good special. It was a great initiative, right? Free shipping. Let's see. Everybody loves this set. Michelle loves this set. Let's see. I'm at the dinner table when you watch me live. Okay. Thanks for taking me along with you. I hope you have a nice dinner, you guys, you and your family. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, let's flip the camera and get started. Annika's got her dinner to eat. I actually have a class at Boston Pizza this morning at 11. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to be packing my bag and heading over there to teach the 3 cards for my technique club. This is my second live class this week. I love my Technique Club ladies so much. I'm actually going to be introducing a Zoom call with them so that I can actually see them. I love to connect with people, right? So I am going to be introducing a monthly Zoom call with them. It's optional. They don't have to. They can watch the replay. They get the PDF of the projects and they can, but I do 2 live classes, a lunchtime class, a supper time class, but I really want to do the Zoom with them to see their cards, see them creating, and to help them along in case they have questions. So if you're interested in that Zoom class or in that Technique Club, reach out. I'd love to help you. Okay, let's get started. Here we go. We're going to flip the camera and point you down at my work surface. We've got a sunny day here. Already been out for my walk. My husband and I, we were up early this morning, out the door. You know, I was saying that I'm sad that it's dark in the mornings now, but this morning I was like, okay, I went upstairs. What was it? 7:15. I'm always down here by, 5:30. My alarm goes off at 5, but this morning I woke up earlier, so I was down here. Cancel. Okay. Am I still live? I think I accidentally clicked the finish button. I hope I'm still live. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up or a heart if you can still hear me and see me. Okay, yes. All right. I went to flip the camera and my thumb went on the finish button. All right, I'm going to keep on going. Okay, thank you guys for the thumbs up and the hearts. Phew, that was a little... Okay, that's the only boo-boo. No more errors, Rose. Never did that one before. Oh, you know what? It never ceases to amaze me what happens when you're live. It's crazy. All right, we're playing with More Than Autumn. And we're going to... Okay, I'm still here. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. I'm still live. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Linda. Okay, so we've got More Than Autumn. This is the item code for the bundle. That's the special price, 10% off price that you will pay, and you'll get save 10% off both. And you're going to want both, right? It's a mega stamp set. It's 36 stamps. But the dies are absolutely amazing. You get all these words. You get all the images. Got some extra little words here, latte and coffee. So amazing. So today we're going to make a card, and we're going to start off with a card base of Old Olive, 8.5 by 5.5. I've scored it at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. All right. So I'm going to grab my bone folder, and we're going to reinforce these score lines. Okay. So let's see. We'll score this way, and then we will score. Let's make sure we got nice, crisp score lines here. And we're going to fold this one back like this. So we got that little side flap happening. Okay, so that's easy, right? Like this. And then what we're going to do is bring in a piece of real red cardstock, and we're going to play with the apple. There's a little apple. There's the word apple in the set. Right here. Apple, and then there's a little teeny tiny little apple down here. We're going to stamp tone on this piece here. So let's grab my real red ink pad, and we're going to just tap, and just do some random stamping along here. And I'm turning my cardstock. You could turn your stamp as well. I just want to have like, just a kind of random background. Just nothing, you don't have to worry about lining anything up. You want to make sure it's actually, what is it we call it? RSP. This is Rose series paper. Instead of designer series paper, it's going to be Rose paper. Rose series paper, because I'm making it. All right, so let's bring in our cloth and clean up our background. But isn't that a nice effect, that tone on tone? You can do this with any color of ink pad. You can also get that effect with the Versamark pad, which is our pad that we use for embossing. It is a sticky watermark ink that is great for holding that embossing powder. But I'm using tone on tone here with my real red on real red. Now this piece is going to go right here, but before I anchor that down, I want to bring in, I was trying to figure out what I could use for my baker's twine, and we have a new baker's twine in the mini catalog, and it's real red and white, so you get a spool like this. And I'm going to cut a piece that's 8 inches, so I'm using my little grid at the bottom of my glass mat. Okay, so we've got that. Let's see how we're going to do this. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of tear and tape. Let me move. I got so much stuff on my desk right next to me. I can't see the forest for the trees. It's always the way. Okay, so tear and tape. Let's grab a piece. Let's grab a couple pieces. So I want a piece to anchor down the ends at the back. So I'm just going to put that right there. Burnish that. And I'm going to grab my take your pick tool. Where's my take your pick tool? Here it is. Okay, so we're just going to lift up that. We're going to put that baker's twine on the twine, baker's twine on the tear tape, and we're going to wrap a couple of times, and we're going to come around to the back. Now, that is one way to do this, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another, I'm going to show you my alternate piece at my other design when we're done here. So let's cut another piece about 3 inches, and I'm going to tie that in the middle. Let's just do like a little kind of mini faux bow with the twine in the middle. Okay, so I actually like what I'm doing here better than my original design. I'll share that with you in just a second. So there we go. We've got a little bit of a bow, not really a bow, but like a little tie. Okay, so that's on there. Now I'm going to take my extra piece of tear tape. I'm going to put that over top of this. So now it's stuck down at the bottom and it's stuck down at the top. It should not wiggle its way out of my card. Let's hope. Okay, so now let's bring in our liquid glue, and we're going to add liquid glue all the way around. Maybe. Sometimes the glue needs, oh yeah, a little bit of encouraging to get going, right? Poor glue. It doesn't have coffee in the morning. I don't give it coffee, but it needs a little bit of encouragement. Now that's quite a bit of glue, you guys, but I think it's going to be okay. Okay, so we're going to put this down onto our flap, our front flap here. And we'll just position it like so. Okay. There we go. Press that down. Love the red and green. Okay, so now on the front of the card, we're going to add a banner right here for our front greeting. So our banner that I'm choosing to use is going to be 5/8 of an inch in width, and then the length, like the lengthwise, we're going to go with 1 3/4. So I'm just going to bring in my trimmer here and trim that to 1 3/4. Now, when you get your kits, you're going to get a strip of this white cardstock, and you're going to be able to use it to do the front and the 2 insides, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So there's our little piece, and I'm going to stamp. This calls for, okay, so I'm bringing my real red ink in again, and we're going to stamp. This calls for, and I'm going to go right to the edge. I'm being really brave here. I'm not even using my silicone mat. Oh, that's not too bad. Usually I have to have my silicone mat so I can center it, but I think it turned out okay. Let's go ahead, bring in the snips. Now this is how we do a little banner manually. So cut a little slit in the center and then come in from the corners. One corner and then our other corner. Let's see if I can get this right. There we go. So that's how you make a little banner. Easy peasy, right? All right. So that's going to go down here on some dimensionals. So let's grab a little piece of dimensional. I've got some little strips here. I'm going to use these up. So here's a little piece of my edge of my dimensional backings for my package. Okay, so this is going to go down at the bottom, down here. This calls for, and then I love this die. This die here is included in the set, and it's a little leaf, but it's actually a double leaf. So what you will get in your kit, you're going to receive a piece of old olive cardstock that has adhesive on the back. Okay, so it's going to look like this. You're going to get a little square big enough to do your leaf, and then you can just run this through. Because remember, when you get my card kits, you're going to need to have your own dies. I don't run the dies for you. You do that with your own machine, and so you're going to need a die cut machine, of course, to be able to run this through. So I've just got my little leaf. I'm putting it onto my old olive cardstock, and on the back I've attached some adhesive sheet. Adhesive sheets are the bomb. If you don't have them, oh my goodness, add them to your next order because you're going to need them. You're going to love them is what I should say. And then you're going to need them. Okay, so my 2 mini bosses are otherwise in use in the other room. So I'm going to use my big boss here today. So I've got my leaf, putting it down onto that old olive, and we're going to run this through. Marlene says from Edmonton, going to watch again to see what you missed. Yep, absolutely. The replay is always here, you guys. And it will also be, sorry, I moved away from the camera. Hope you can still hear me. It'll also be on YouTube, on my YouTube channel too. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you guys. That is definitely, I have videos over there you can see, and YouTube is a little more friendly for finding videos. I hear all the time, people are like, I can't find your video, but I don't know why Facebook makes it hard for people to find things like from like, you know, a month ago kind of thing. Scrolling on Facebook is not easy to find old stuff. Okay, so here's the beauty of the adhesive sheets. I'm just peeling off the back. Like, can you imagine that leaf? Like, that's pretty skinny, right? To try and get glue on that would be really, really hard. So I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to give you a piece with adhesive already on the back. Okay, so we're going to take this leaf and we're going to put one right here poking out of the background. Look at that, green on red. And then we're going to take the other piece and we're going to put it down here. We're not going to waste it, right? So there we go. We've got our outline of the leaves. Isn't that fun? Okay, so then when we open this card up, we've got a panel right here. I've gone ahead and I've ran through the plaid embossing folder. Have you guys seen this 3D plaid? It's called Forever Plaid. Forever Plaid. And it's a 6 by 8.5. I think it's the measurement. 6 by 8.5. 6. Yep, by 8.5. Big. It's one of our new big folders, 3D folder. Okay, so I already ran through a piece of real red, and look how that comes out. So beautiful. I love the texture of the 3D folders and the plaid. The plaid is forever. They did name it right because you can use plaid any time of year. It's not just for Christmas. We're going to put that right here like that. So it's got a little bit of texture, a little bit of interest for the middle of our card. And then we're going to bring in our glue. I'm going to add lots of glue. Be very liberal with your glue. Did you guys notice my little leaf sitting over there ready to run away from me? Let's put that back on the magnetic sheet. Be very liberal with your glue because this is embossed, which means it has lots of bumps in it, right? So you're going to need good glue, good amount of glue to hold that in place. So we'll put that panel right here, like so. Then we're going to add a little bit of greeting here. So the same size piece, 5/8 of an inch, we're going to bring that in and we're going to stamp. From the stamp set, we've got an apple and we've got a cider. Now, where's my apple? This calls for apple cider. Here we go. So we're going to stamp apple cider. So I'm just going to stamp with real red, keep it all the same. So I'm going to do apple right there. And then I'm going to do cider right there. And then I'm just going to trim it. I'm just going to trim this down to be, you know, whatever size. Oh, look at that. I put my thumb in the red ink. Look, I've got a fingerprint right there. The red ink, you guys, I don't know. There's something about the real red and that gets everywhere. So be very, very careful when you're using it because it stains your finger. It stains your stamps. Like if I were to clean, I'm going to clean my stamp right here and show you. You see there's still a tint. That is normal. Anything with the red dyes does stain. It stains your stamps, but it doesn't ruin the stamp. It's still a good, you know, you can still use it. But I just wanted you to know that. And I'm just going to line this up because I think this is not straight. Ugh. Okay. You know, when things happen on camera, I do grumble. I do, you know, sigh. But it's a good thing because I cut this scrap piece of paper straight. So we can pop that back in and trim that off and straighten it up. And then we can pop this back in. I'm lining this up over the cutting track, right? So I can see where I'm going to cut. There's my apple. And then let's lift this up and we'll line up the edge of the cider. Boom, like that, right? No sweat. You don't need to sweat it. Paper crafting should not be stressful. I mean, it's fun, right? And it's just paper. It's just paper. You know, I've told you many times stories about my mom and how she, God love her, God rest her beautiful soul. She was a seamstress. And I witnessed many times my mom, you know, she made wedding dresses, bridal parties. And like when things happened in my mom's sewing room, it was hard, like, you know, if you make a mistake, because that's fabric, that's someone's wedding dress, right? Like, so my mom used to have to, like, she was very meticulous. So she would always be measuring and cutting and really checking things. So I thought, oh, that's so stressful. Maybe that's why I didn't learn to sew dresses. But I do like, right now in my older age, I am interested in sewing and I think about her all the time. But I want to sew fun things, right? Not that dresses was not fun for my mom, but I like to sew like bags and table runners and stuff like that. Anyway, off the topic. But my point is, it's just cardstock, so don't sweat it. Don't sweat it if you make a mistake, right? Okay, now those are the two side panels. Now let's do this inside panel. So this one in your kit, you're going to get a piece of real red, a big piece, and then you're going to get a smaller layer of basic white. All right, so let's go ahead and anchor that red one down here. I love the red, and real red and old olive have been around since the beginning of time for me. Love, love, love these colors together. Now, did I pick up a different glue? Good Lord. I think I picked up a different glue that was not awake yet. Okay, let's go back. Oh yeah, that one's on vacation. I forgot. I approved vacation for that glue. Let's use the one that's working. Where's my little, yes, there's my little thing, my holder. All right, so we're gonna put this down on the inside like that. Loving the 3 red panels. What do you guys think? Okay, so here we have, this calls for apple cider, and we have a white piece that's going to go here. Let's bring in Memento, and let's make a little apple cider cup. We've done a whole bunch this week, right? We've done pumpkin, we did peppermint yesterday, we did pie. There's just so much you can do with this bundle. Okay, so there's our coffee cup, and we've got the... What would you put on top of apple cider? You could put whipped cream, I guess. Anything goes. Okay, there we go. Got that going. Okay, so we're going to also stamp the cinnamon stick. Let's put a little cinnamon stick in this apple cider right there. Love it. And then that apple, I'm going to clean it up and we're going to stamp it in the center of the the apple cider cozy. Okay, so I'm just wiping that off. I'm using a baby wipe because it was in front of me. My chamois is not within my reach. Okay, so we're going to stamp that apple right in the center of the cup cozy. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this, you guys. Okay, so let's do some coloring. So from our naturals colors, I've got the lightest one here. I'm just going to add a little, oh no, that was crumb cake. Okay. Forget that. We're not going to do that. This crumb cake we're going to put down at the bottom. We're going to ground this cup. Maybe I should add a little bit. I've got to go with it now. I've already added the streak. But what I meant to do on the whipped cream is to add this one. This is the one I meant to reach for. So we can do that too. I mean, whipped cream can be, you can add stuff into your whipped cream, right? So let's just add it like that. Okay. No sweat, like I said, right? Okay, so what else do we need? Well, we're going to have to color the cup. So I'm going to bring in copper clay. And we're going to take dark copper clay first. Going to add a little bit to the cinnamon stick. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to do the edges of my coffee cup with dark copper clay. Like that. Do like kind of like the shading, the dark shading. I'll come down here and do the same. And then we'll grab the light copper clay. You know, when you get your blends, you get both shades. You get both dark and light. So play with them. Oh my gosh, it is so fun to play with the blends. I love these alcohol markers and the different things you can do with them. And don't be afraid to leave white space, right? Because that's really, it really definitely highlights your coloring when you leave white spaces. Okay, so there's our cup. Now, for the, let's do the sleeve with light crumb cake. So we'll come in here and we'll just add crumb cake to the sleeve, because that's usually what they are. They're usually like corrugated cardboard or whatever. This one is going to have an apple on it. So there's our sleeve. And then let's grab a little bit of old olive for the leaf on the apple. And then I really like to use cherry cobbler. I don't know why. It's like my favorite red to use it. To me, it looks more red than our real red. So I'm just going to add a little accent of dark cherry cobbler. And then I'm just going to bring in my light cherry cobbler and just finish the coloring. There we go. So there's our apple and our apple cider. Okay, so that's going to go right here. All right, let's bring our glue back in. And we'll add a light dusting of glue, little dotted lines, if you will. You don't want to add very much to white because you will see it. If you add a lot of glue to your white piece, it will dry and you'll see the ripples and you won't like that look. So just be very sparing with the glue on basic white. Okay, so there's the inside. So here's how the card folds up. It's kind of a fun fold on a Thursday, which I will have a fun fold for you tomorrow. You guys know Fun Fold Friday is coming up. Okay, so this, I liked how this looked, but I really needed some bling. So I'm bringing in the iridescent foil gems. And I thought, well, they're foil, they've got like little glitzy gold bits in them, but you can change those, right? You can actually add color to them. So let's add color. I'm going to add a little bit of old olive. And I've got light old olive here. Do I? Yes, light. Maybe dark would be better. Let me reach for my dark old olive and bling up these blings. All right, so I'm missing some of your questions. Oh my gosh. Okay, look at this scary monster that I just opened up. Okay, because I keep my blends. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe how I must have used this blend to color ribbon or something, because that's like Oscar the Grouch right there. Oh my God, he's so fuzzy. Now, that is the worst I've ever seen. But you can see there's still lots of ink in there. So don't throw away your fuzzy blends. If you use them to color rough things like ribbon or sandpaper or chipboard, yes, sandpaper, glitter paper, you can color anything, right? Because it's alcohol based and it dries right away. So that's why I keep them. Usually I take some washi tape and wrap around the middle of the barrel so that I know this one is for doing ribbon and embellishments. Okay, I'll show you my other ones because I did my other ones in red. So I'm going to take a big one and put one down here. I actually think I like the old olive better. I think it stands out more. Okay, so then we're going to let's put one right on the coffee cup. Why not? Little bling on that, not coffee, the cider cup. And then this one we'll put right here in the white space. All right, so this is my version. I'm missing your comments. Okay, so this is my version with the old olive gems. All right, and Oscar the Grouch. That was a very grumpy old olive blend, don't you think? He's definitely grumpy. It's like, put me to death already. Put me to sleep. But I'm not, because he's still got lots of ink in him. Okay, so my original sample that I created, I did red gems. So it's the same gems, but I colored it with the cherry cobbler. You can see the difference there. And then I did the old olive, which I think stands out more. But let me share with you. And I also just did a single string of twine on this one. I like the double better over here. It just adds more depth and more dimension. Okay. You didn't realize I sell markers. Oh, we sell water-based markers, regular Stampin' Write markers. The ones I'm using today are alcohol-based markers. The best. I love them. Let me show you where I got this inspiration. So I was in a card swap with some demonstrators across Canada, and Amy Cook sent me this one. She sent this one. This calls for, and she did pumpkin pie, right? So I was looking at that and I'm like, I really like that. But because I've already featured pumpkin pie this week, I thought, oh, we got to bring in the apples. So that's where my inspiration came from. So there's Amy's card on the right, and there's my apple cider card on the left. Now, I'm so in love. I'm so in love because you can change this up to whatever it is you want. You could do a gingerbread on there. You could put donuts on. This calls for and stamp a donut over here. Like it's such a great design. There's so many options with all of the different stamps, so many different greetings. You know, you can start off the front of your card with any of these starters, right? And finish it off on the inside. And then I love the surprise with the plaid textured paper, the 3D folder. So I'm really, really loving this set. I'm having a great time this week featuring this one. I hope you guys are liking the videos. Let me just flip you around. Diane, depending on where you live, you can go onto the Stampin' Up! I'm not sure if you're in Canada. I would love it if you'd reach out to me and choose me as your demonstrator. I can give you the link and you can just click on it and order these products from Stampin' Up! When you go to the Stampin' Up! Website, stampinup.com, on the left-hand side, there's a drop-down menu. Whatever country you are in, if you click the drop-down menu, it'll show all the different countries. I'm not sure where you are. I missed some of the comments. You're in the States. Okay. So then you can find a demonstrator. I partner with my friend Christine Bertram. I love her. She will definitely be good customer service. My mentor is Rhonda Wade. You can find a demonstrator close to you, or you can find one of the couple of people I've just mentioned who will definitely help you out. Demonstrators are always, they should be willing to help you. Most people will get back to you right away if you know, and they will help you and support you in your creative journey with Stampin' Up! Products. So good luck. I hope you find someone close by or whoever you want, and you can get these products because it is life-changing. For me, this whole opportunity with Stampin' Up! Has been life-changing. So I hope you can start this hobby and find some joy with stamping and scrapbooking or whatever it is you want to do. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. I had so much fun with you again today. I'll be back again tomorrow, same time, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Around that time. Sometimes I'm like 5 minutes late. It just depends on the morning, but bear with me. I will post if I'm not going to be going live, or if I'm going to be like more than 15 minutes late, I do let you know. So I try to let you know, but sometimes things happen, right? Have a fantastic day, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow morning, and take care and keep on stamping. Bye-bye.